When I was studying about this scripture, it's not like it's a new scripture that I have never come across before, but then something got my attention this time around. And before I proceed, permit me to read out the scripture to you. The book of Second Chronicles, chapter 24, verse 1 says, Joash was 7 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 40 years. His mother was Ziba from Beersheba. Joash did what was pleasing in the Lord's sight throughout the lifetime of Jehoiada the priest. Now look at what verse 17 has to say. But after Jehoiada's death, the leaders of Judah came and bowed before King Joash and persuaded the king to listen to their advice. They decided to abandon the temple of the Lord, the God of their ancestors, and they worshipped Asherah poles and idols instead. Now, this is the thing. Just as the Bible recorded, why a certain priest was still alive, the name of the priest being Jehoiada, this young King Joash did everything possible to please the Lord. He lived so righteously in accordance with the directives of Jehoiada. But then, immediately Jehoiada died, he plunged into idolatry. This is not just the story about Joash and Jehoiada. This is the reality of most homes today. Many parents are raising their children to be such that when they are out of sight, the children will do something entirely different from what they have been raised to become. You begin to wonder, what then is the problem? Could it be the fault of the parents or the fault of the children, or perhaps the fault of the society? Dear parents, while raising your kids, be so intentional to raise your kids in such a way that even in your absence, they can still keep to your directives. They shouldn't just be doing a thing because our pastor said, my mom said, my dad said. No, they should be able to stand their ground over what is right, not necessarily because you are there. For instance, a kid who is sent to boarding house in a place far away from home should still be able to stand his or her ground even without the supervision of the parents. It shouldn't be because they're away from home, they will live a life entirely different from what they had in thought. Dear parents and guardians, raise your kids not just to be solely dependent on you. They should be able to stand their ground on their own, even in your absence. Ask yourself, if you are no longer in the picture today, would your children still be able to keep to your legacies? Or will they live a life entirely different from what they have been indoctrinated into? This is a question you need to ponder over and then make amends. Be intentional. Thank you.